Welcome to the 6th annual Sudbury Hawks International Soccer Tournament, and we're gearing up for the Under-18 Championship between FC Stein from Germany and Sudbury's own Sudbury Hawks junior team. I'm Bob Segsworth, and I'll be doing the play-by-play of today's game, and joining me to provide his expertise is John Walsh. And John, to start off, perhaps you could indicate what the records of these two teams have been going through the first round and getting to this championship.
Well, the FC Stein team, in their first game, they lost to the team they're playing now, the Hawks, 1-0 in that first yesterday, and they also lost to the Sioux Calabria team 4-1. In the Sioux game, the Calabria team are older, bigger, and this FC Stein team is actually should be in an under-16 division, but they're playing in the junior division, which is an under-18 division. And the Sioux Calabria team pushed them around and used their weight advantage, and they're bigger, taller, and they basically muscled them out of the game. But in the Hawks game, it was very good soccer, very well played on both parts. It was a very close game and one of the most entertaining games of the junior tournament so far. The Hawks are undefeated to this point, and they beat Sioux Calabria, FC Stein 1-0, and Colburn 6-0, I think. And they've showed some really good soccer. They've played very well in this tournament. They did well last year in the same tournament, and we should get a really good game out of this.
One of the things we should point out, I think, too, John, is that FC Stein had to win both of its games yesterday in order to advance to the championship, given its lack of success, I suppose, the first day. We should point out that the side is probably suffering a wee bit from jet lag. They just arrived in Canada, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday. Came from Toronto to Parry Sound, where they're staying, and then from there up to Sudbury. So, and certainly the weather conditions yesterday with the rain a little cooler is obviously to their advantage.
Yes, I was talking to some of their players before the game, and they were more than content to play in the rain. They said it was more like German weather to play in the rain than it is to play under this heat.
And I think we should also raise the issue of style of play, John. What would you expect from a German team?
Well, Germans are typically methodical. They build up in the back, and they're very slow and gradual. They don't rush things. They're not a kick-and-run team. They're ball control. They like to push the ball around. They like to be in possession of the ball as much as possible. And this team is typical of the way Germans play.
And what will we expect from the Sudbury Hawks?
The Hawks are a little slower than they were last year, but their strongest point is probably their goaltending and their back four. The goals against average in this tournament is one of the best in the juniors division, and their goals for it is strong as well. Michael Timpano on the wing is very quick, very skilled. He's going to be he's one of their better offensive threats. Robert Palladino in net is one of the better goalies in the Sudbury area in his age group, and basically the back four, and they're a well-balanced team all around.
And I'd ask our viewers to keep an eye during the course of this game on number 10 for FC Stein. He certainly, in my judgment, and I've watched all of their games thus far, has been the single most skillful player. We're looking forward to an excellent match, John and I, and we'll be back to bring you the play-by-play as soon as this match gets underway. So for TV7, your community sports channel, this is Bob Segsworth signing off for now. Play just underway between FC Stein and Sudbury Hawks in this Under-18 Championship, the Sudbury Hawks' 6th international tournament. FC Stein controlling that ball. Bodhan plays it through for number 7. Edinger challenged there and whistled down by referee Tony Cirillo on that challenge, and a free kick awarded to FC Stein.
Should be interesting to see how the German team performs their set plays. German teams have developed quite a reputation over the years for having some magnificent set plays.
And this looks like Budhorn or number 10, Hofer. Budhorn into the middle. Off the chest, shot. Oh, lovely shot there. And missed on a beautiful opportunity, John.
Oh, excellent cross by number 8 there.
That's Budhorn.
Budhorn. Great opportunity, good save by Palladino. He just got a paw on it there.
And we'll have a corner coming up for FC Stein. From our vantage point, we can't quite see the corner. Looks like it'll be taken by Budhorn again. Setting up, movement again. Into the box, off the head, flick back. That's number 6, Budhorn. I'm not sure whether my lineup is just confused or there are two gentlemen of the same name on the FC Stein team. Throw in, headed down by Salem. Salem to Mildenberger, cut out nicely by number 7. For FC Stein. Schaefer with the clearance, long ball there for FC Stein. And we're just awaiting a new ball being thrown in as that ball went out of play. Referee Cirillo ensuring that everything is in appropriate order. Should point out that the officials for today's game, Tony Cirillo, one of the most experienced officials in Sudbury in the middle, and on the line, Shreko Bubalo and John Binks. So we don't expect any problems in terms of officiating with an experienced crew in this game at least.
He's been around Sudbury as a ref for a long time. Does a very good job out there.
And we have a free kick awarded. It looks like Brent Salem is taking it for the Hawks. Looking into the middle. But number 3 is there. That's Schaefer for Stein, challenged by Sewlyn Sage. Sage trying to get in the middle, but there's that sweeper for Stein. With the clearance to number 4, that's Linder. Linder up to number 2, Eddinger. Eddinger looking for some support. Poor pass there. Cut out nicely by number 7, Michael Vrab. Into touch and a throw-in awarded to the Sudbury Hawks. Taking it for the Hawks will be number 3, Tony Corsi. No, it's a free kick, I believe, that's been awarded. And taking this free kick for the Hawks will be Michael Menenghetti. Menenghetti into the box. Well wide. And over the goal line, and we'll have a goal kick awarded to FC Stein. So far, John, I'd say the play's been a little bit on the tentative side.
Oh yeah, I think so. The Germans are probably quite tired at this point. They're just going to probably feel each other out for a little bit more, and then we'll begin to see some a little more open play.
And here we come, FC Stein moving forward. I believe that's, no, that's number 8. Excuse me, that's number 6. That's Budhorn. For Stein. Throw in awarded. No, free kick. Quickly taken. And missed a headbutt off the foot of number 2, Eddinger, but no problem there for Robert Palladino. Pulls that in. And looking for the clearance. Controlled by FC Stein midfield. Moving forward. Lovely ball on this wing. On the near wing, that's number 2, Eddinger. Eddinger challenged there by Corsi. Plays it out to Menenghetti. Menenghetti into the middle. Hawks moving forward, and I believe that's Vrab. Vrab looking for support on the far wing, looking for Mildenberger. But number 11, Bruno is there. Brent Salem for the Hawks with the throw in. Play just underway. We're about 5 minutes into this match. No score thus far. Plays the ball off into the middle. Coming forward. Ball out on the wing.
Good ball.
Coming forward to number 2, Edgar. And whistle down as Corsi laid the body on Edger there. Referee Cirillo quick with the whistle. No danger there, and free kick, another dangerous opportunity for the German side. One of the things I think you'll notice throughout this game is the ability of this team to move the ball from side to side and change the field of play and the point of attack. And on that free kick, well wide of the net.
Just as you were mentioning there, the ability to switch the play on the German side, that has been one of their best parts of the game to this point. Their ability to come up at one wing and switch the ball quickly to another and an attack from that side.
Corsi with the clearance. To the German sweeper who gets the ball up. Challenge there. Stein comes away with that ball. Defending well. Basudo to Millenberger to Salem. Salem looking for Selwyn Sage in the middle. Keeper is quickly off his line. And the keeper here is Schiffenmuller. And should point out that he missed 3 of the games in this tournament because of an injury in the first game against New Calabria. See, he's back, and obviously the injury wasn't too serious. Into the middle, good dummy there. Looking for support on the near wing, but the Hawks are there to clear. Sage challenging for the Hawks, but played safely back to the keeper. And again we see the coolness of the Germans playing it back to their keeper. Out to their sweeper, who is also captain, challenged by Sage behind. Sage for the chance for a break. Timpano moving in. Oh, and a good save for the keeper who came off his line extremely well. Schiffenmuller there on Timpano. An excellent play by Selwyn Sage to strip the German sweeper of the ball. Laid it off to Timpano. Timpano came in and the keeper came off his line. Schiffenmuller with a lovely save there.
Excellent save, excellent save. He didn't stay in his line. He came out and challenged the shooter and cut down the angle, and Timpano had no choice but to hit the goalie.
And we'll have a corner kick for the Sudbury Hawks. Low ball cleared out by the German defense. Played back. Touch to the wing. Number 2, that's Edger. Edger looking for support in the middle, but cut out nicely by the Hawks. Back to Menenghetti. Menenghetti. Excuse me, that's Steve Rinaldi for the Hawks. But the Germans coming forward once again. Lovely through ball there on the far wing. Looking for support in the middle with the cross on the ground. Back out of the middle, but a long clearance by the Hawks. And we're seeing some of that kick and run style that you mentioned in the pre-game, John, on the part of the Hawks, looking for Sage with his tremendous speed to try and get behind the German defense.
He's got excellent speed.
And slip there, Timpano challenged successfully into touch. Setting up now is Michael Timpano for the Hawks. Let the throw in. Into the middle. Turn there looking for support. Behind the 18-yard box, and FC Stein is back with his counterattack. Moving quickly. Into the middle. Lovely touch. Again across. Excellent ball through, but offside. Well offside.
Good offside trap on the part of the Hawks. They moved up well on that one altogether.
That's one of the things I noticed, John. I ran the line for 2 of the games in which FC Stein played, and if you do have an effective offside trap, you can catch them very frequently because they like those diagonal runs through the middle in the offensive zone. And very frequently, I believe it's number 9, although I think he's wearing number 2, Edger today, does get caught on the offside. Edinger plays it back. Forward on this wing. Here comes. Beautiful ball. Here comes number 10 on the break. Hofer. Challenged there by Corsi, who comes away with that ball.
Good play by Corsi. Good defensive play.
And once again, here come the Germans. This time it's number 8. Budhog with a shot. Off the inside of the post, and a lovely goal and a lovely shot.
Excellent shot. What a shot that was. Didn't have much to shoot at. Didn't have much to shoot at whatsoever. He hit the post, the far post. Palladino came out, he made the right play, but the shot was just better.
That's a goal at about the 10-minute mark of the first half by number 8, Marcus Morgan.
That was a defensive giveaway on the part of the Hawks. They had control of the ball. They had taken it away from a German player. They had come up, and an errant pass allowed the German player to go in almost alone on Palladino.
Traditionally, John, too, am I correct in understanding with German teams is that if they get a goal or two ahead, that's almost impossible to beat because they do play such a disciplined defense?
Well, I guess we'll see it. We'll see just how true that characteristic of the German teams is. At this point, usually they put all their maybe leave one man way up and put the rest of the man on the defensive side.
That was Lindner, number 4. Played forward by the Hawks, challenged there by Lindner in the middle. Hildenberger leaves it for Lorenzo Blasuto. Blasuto looking for Timpano. In the air, number 4, challenging there. Whistle down on the elbow and the push from behind by referee Cirillo. That's one thing you'll find with the German team, John, is you don't see much of the sort of violent fouls, but you do see a lot of little tugs at the shirt and little push in the back from time to time.
Yeah, they like to do the little sneaky things rather than the more deliberate rough tackling tactics of say the Sioux Collaborative team this tournament.
And that was about a 55-yard.
Noted, they seem to be standing on the 18-yard line and not moving into open areas.
And the Hawks coming forward on the counterattack, looking for Salem on the wing. Salem can move, but over there is the sweeper. I believe that's Martin Schwab, but I'm not sure if I got the number correctly. For FC Stein putting the ball into touch, and it's rolling down Paris Street. And certainly would be nice to have a stadium facility with appropriate fences and so on. You wouldn't have these kinds of silly delays in the game.
Right in the intersection.
You know, it's potentially dangerous to a lot of people, not the least of them with motorists.
You can see the German team, they put their biggest players in the back floor. Their sweeper is quite tall. He's probably one of the tallest players out on the field. And their back floor, as usual, is rather tall and aggressive.
Yeah, I would point out number 4, for example, is very good, very tall, very good in the air. He's not certainly one of the least skillful in terms of individual ball control skills, but he's good in the air, and he does have the height, and that's what they use him for. They bring him up for corner kicks and free kicks in the offensive zone. He's back there to clear that ball in the defensive zone. And again, looks like Brent Salem for the Hawks, looking for someone on this throw-in. Forward, but the sweeper again for FC Stein is there to clear that ball. Blasuto being challenged. FC Stein coming forward. They move very quickly on the counterattack. Oh, that's beautiful ball through. Here we go on the chance. And over the goal line, and we'll have a goal kick, I believe, awarded to...
the corner.
No, it's a goal kick awarded by the referee.
Excellent ball there. Excellent ball by 6.
That's the gentleman that wore number 10 in the previous games that we mentioned in the pre-game show, John. I think that's Marcus Bodhorn, but he's by far their best player. In fact, I'd argue that he's the best player in the tournament.
Wonderful ball, just beautiful, right through the seam in the defense.
Well, that's one of the problems with playing square across the back against these guys. They'll put it through and run onto it every time. They do it beautifully. Cleared off Brent Salem into touch, and we'll have a throw-in to be taken by FC Stein. Fortunately, this time we don't have to go to Paris Street to retrieve the ball. FC Stein with the throw-in. Up the line, challenged there by Mildenberger. And Mildenberger gets the throw-in for the Hawks. Mildenberger plays it back to Manelli. Manelli. Getty challenging there, pushed forward. Corsi. Long ball through. Sweeper there, gets a foot to it, clears it forward. Corsi with a head to it for the Hawks. Play getting a little ragged there. Germans try to clear once again. Off Brent Salem into touch and an FC Stein throw in. Taken this time by number 11, that's Bruno Thomas. For the FC Stein team.
Play seems to be slowed down a bit over in the far area of the field. Most of the balls are just kicked in the air. The Germans attempting to clear the zone.
That's one of the things I'm a little surprised at. They're more, the previous games they were playing it back to the keeper a lot more and using that slow, and he was throwing it out in the slow build-up, but they obviously want the long ball in the counterattack. And again, we're looking at it for coming through. Lovely ball, but this time the Hawks come away with it. Work. Getty, lovely ball there by Getty. This is Vrab coming forward. Vrab, lovely ball. Timpano on the near wing for the Hawks, looking for some support. Pushes it through. Challenge there, but Hawks maintain control. Into the middle. German sweeper there once again. Brent Salem on the far wing. Challenge. Clearance into the middle of the field. Laid back beautifully. And the Germans counterattack quickly on the near wing. Bodhorn again. Marcus Bodhorn. Lovely ball. Good skills, but one too many tackles. Getty comes away to Blasuto. But on the tackle once again, it's Marcus Bodhorn for FC Stein looking for some support. Excellent ball control skills there. Trying to get on the give and go, but Ranelli comes forward to Vrab. Vrab for the Hawks. Looking for Salem. FC Stein again switching the play to the other side of the field. And this time it's, you'll have to excuse my pronunciation, Rittigler. Ball through, but offside indicated by linesman Guglo. Correctly so. I think there were at least 2, if not 3, of the FC Stein players offside that time.
They seem to be, watching the front line of the FC Stein team, they seem to be watching the game a little bit on the last couple of offensive attacks.
Challenge there. Lovely ball once again, but offside indicated. And number 2, that's Edinger, who I believe was instrumental in that first goal being scored for FC Stein, offside. And he was one of the players who was caught for that infraction very frequently on Saturday. And when they played the Hawks and the Sioux, both of them played the offside trap, they got caught quite frequently on it. Some jockeying for position there.
All over them.
And this looks like Michael Timpano for the Hawks. And a chip of some kind by Mike Vrab, but nobody running onto it. Easy save for the German keeper, Schiffmuller. Corsi into touch. And FC Stein coming forward. Lovely ball there, challenged by Corsi. Oh, and he caught a fair bit of the ankle on that one. Referee Cirillo whistled that one down.
Excellent move, though, by number 6 again.
Well, we think it's Bodhorn, but we're not sure. we're having our lineup checked. Hopefully we'll be confident because we had both number 6 and number 8 with the same name.
Yeah, but he needs
Set play
everything that's
again.
moving.
See a little more movement before that ball is taken by the German team. Flicked on. Mildenberger's there. Plays it back to his keeper, Palladino. Cool play by the Hawks there. And
Very good play by Mildenberger, nice and calm.
challenge once again in the air by Lindner. In midfield. A little ragged. Mildenberger going for that ball, but number 7 is there. Salem, long ball through.
Got their sweeper playing way back there, the Germans do.
He tended to play that way in most of the games, John. Occasionally you'd see him make a bit of a run, but it was very, very rare. And again, it's part of that style of play you talked about earlier. German keeper, Kai Schiffenmüller, with the ball on the clearance in the midfield, and it'll bounce on this field quite a bit. Mildenberger to Salem. Salem challenge there, gets around. Salem can really move on the far wing, coming forward, and cleared into touch. Throw in awarded to FC Stein.
Good run by Salem there, up the wing. He's quick. He's very quick. He can create some opportunities because of his speed on the left side. The Germans seem to be handling him all right, fairly well today. They kind of gather around and go right to the ball, and it's difficult for a player to push the ball and run after it. With the Germans so far back and so defensively oriented.
Well, we played about 25 minutes in the first half, and it's thus far it's FC Stein 1, Sudbury Hawks no score in this championship final in the Sudbury Hawks tournament, and a whistle by referee Cirillo. Infraction as the two players went up for the ball against Sudbury Hawks, and Stein will have the free kick. Schiffenmüller, long clearance here. Matarazzo pushed it out, but once again, Stein comes forward. Moving forward through, lovely ball, and good save by Palladino. Moved out, positioned himself well, and made what could have been a very difficult save left routine. Bit of challenge there by FC Stein, and
Offside again.
Offside indicated by the referee, I believe.
They seem to be mesmerized by the ball the German squad does, the front line anyhow. They're not looking where the defense are, or if they are moving up, and they're getting caught quite often. But that save by Palladino, excellent save, good play all around, great feed by the German team, number 8. Good bit of dribbling there. Good shot.
And Corsi with the free kick. Vrab there. Man control. I believe that's number 4. Buckle. Oh, almost through there. A whistle here by referee Cirillo against number 10. That's Frank Hopper.
See the German squad, they're a much one-touch-oriented team. They like to push in the midfield. They like to touch it once, and push it back, or push it ahead, or push it to the side. They have no problem doing it either way.
Long ball there off the German wall. Lasudo, I believe, for the Hawks. Looking for Timpano. Timpano challenge, maintains control. Challenge there by number 4, and over the goal line, a corner kick awarded by referee Cirillo. Chance there for Michael Timpano, but he was challenged by Lindner.
Good play by Lindner. He was out there alone. If Timpano had beaten him, he would have been in on the goalie. He played it very conservatively and pushed it to the side and made him make the play.
So the Hawks getting set for this corner. Outswinger, close to the keeper, headed down, but wide of the goal. Good opportunity there.
Good chance.
and we'll have a goal kick to be taken by FC Stein. One thing I noticed, John, on the set plays with the German team, there seems to be a little bit more movement before the ball is actually kicked than is the case with the Hawks. They seem to wait until the ball is kicked and try and run onto it, whereas the Germans seem to be looking to create some space.
Yeah, the Germans are attempting to lose their man before the ball arrives, whereas the Hawks are trying to lose their man after the ball.
Chance on the near wing here. Number 2, Edger, looking for support into the middle, but there's no support there at all. No one coming forward, and so largely a wasted effort.
Good defensive play. Again, he just forced him to the outside of the wing, or kept him away from the middle where he could do the most damage.
And that was Anthony Corsi once again. Hawks, there's Edger again for FC Stein, coming up from his fullback position. Into the middle, looking for number 7. Lays it off here. Weak shot, wide of the net.
Just bounced before he had the ball just bounced up before he was about to kick it and hit his shin. But again, a good build-up, and the German squad is very good at laying the ball off just before the 18-yard line, where the Sudbury Hawks are drawn to the player with the ball, and a German player would come around the player with the ball and put himself into the middle of the field and put himself in position for a good shot on net.
Timpano plays it back to Corsi. Corsi into the middle. Looks for Timpano, but long ball offside indicated by linesman Bubalo.
Should never get caught like that. That's just a little lazy on the part of the German player there to be standing offside.
They tend to do a fair bit of that, and I don't know whether it's they're busy watching the ball and not watching the defenders on the other team or what it is, but they do tend to get caught up not infrequently, and we have a Hawks player down. And referee Cirillo stopped the play, and coach Tony Graffici for the Hawks coming out to attend to his player. I believe that's number 18, Michael Meneghetti, an excellent player who has played some senior games in the senior game. I know he was up with Team Toyota last year for a game or two. John
played very well when he did come up. I think he was up for 2 or 3 games along with Bilderberger and Corsi. He played very well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too serious. He's up, and play will be restarted by the referee in just a moment. The Hawks taking advantage of the break to take a drink. It's about 27, 28 degrees, so it's an extremely warm day, and something that I think may show in the second half. The Germans certainly aren't used to this kind of heat. And I believe it was Martin Schwab, and Schwab is an interesting player. He's played midfield for them while they were here. He's played fullback for them, made some beautiful runs from his fullback position. Seems to be moving almost all the time. And referee Cirillo indicates a free kick for the Sudbury Hawks. On that challenge, Brent Salem taken down, Mildenberger for the Hawks. On the free kick, long ball, looking for Vrab in the middle. Timpano is there.
That was a handball.
But referee Cirillo right on the bet once again. Whistled the handball down, and free kick awarded to FC Stein.
You were mentioning the heat earlier, and I was, as I was saying, I was talking to a German player earlier, and he said that they have a hard time adjusting to the heat that they're not used to in Germany.
This is Bodhorn again on the far wing. Beautiful moves to beat his player. Lays it off. Here's Schwab coming in with the shot. Oh, and wide of the net. But an excellent play. Schwab set up beautifully by Bodhorn there.
Wonderful move over there by Bodhorn on the right side. Instead of crossing in front of the net, for the most of the Sudbury Hawks players, where he saw a German player just drifting in from the 18-yard line, and he put it back to him and gave him an excellent scoring opportunity. Very intelligent play. You must remember that this German team is a under 16 team, and the Sudbury Hawks team is under 18. on the German squad is really playing well, exceptionally well.
And here we go again. This is Hacken plays it into number 2, plays it across. Schwab is there for FC Stein. Schwab back to Bothon, controlling the ball, shielding it well, looking for some support, and brought down. And play is whistled down by referee Cirillo. We'll have a free kick, an opportunity here for a set play, and this is one of the few times you'll see the German sweeper come up in the offensive half of the field.
In a situation like this, you need height. You need ability in the air.
I believe that's Doug Hansman, but I'm not sure that I could get the number. But
Sudbury Hawks have everyone but one player back on
the line. And Stein, this is a direct kick. Shot off the wall. Schwab is there, chips it forward, but offside indicated by linesman Bubalo. And for the Hawks, taking this free kick will be number 11, Stephen Rinaldi. Plays it back to keeper Palladino. Palladino with the clearance. Schwab gets a foot to it. Pushed forward once again, looking for Salem. And put into touch by number 11, Bruno Thomas.
The German team is traveling to Parry Sound after this tournament, then down to Toronto, and then to Huntsville, and they leave for Germany on August 16th. They'll also be going to France and Spain during the next year on soccer traveling tournaments.
Well, that's the beauty of Europe. Going to France and Spain is like going to, I guess, Manitoba and Quebec for people from Ontario in terms of the distances. And offside indicated by the linesman once again. They tried to push that ball through, but the offensive player, this time number 7, Hacken lined himself up in an offside position, and duly noted. Timpano challenge there, it's into touch. That was Thorsten Schaefer on the tackle. Vrab challenged, into touch, and a throw-in awarded here. Vrab to tackle, and goal kick indicated by linesman John Banks. And substitutions indicated for the Hawks.
It's a hot day. It would be a wise move to get to switch up the substitutes, especially when the forwards are doing so much running. To switch them as often as necessary under the heat.
Well, I think that's Lorenzo Blasudo coming back into the game. I'm not sure if the other Michael Timpano is coming off. David Mildenberger's sitting on the bench. We have about 10 minutes or so left in the first half of this under 18 championship final between FC Stein and the Sudbury Hawks. FC Stein ahead 1-0 on a lovely goal at about the 10-minute mark. Corsi pushes the ball forward for the Hawks. Push forward, chance here. Good shot, good save. Not too much power behind the shot, but it was low, reasonably well directed. And the German keeper covered it up nicely. On the near wing, Vrab challenging there for the Hawks. Number 10 moves forward, plays it in the middle. Hacken returns the pass, but Rinaldi is there with the ball. Challenge once again. Benenghetti coming forward, but cleared once again by Thorsten Schaefer for the German side, and Brunelli will attempt to get things organized once again for the Hawks. Long ball looking for Brent Salem. Salem trying to control on the far wing, pushed forward. And a sandwich there. with the FC Stein player in the middle, and they take these free kicks very, very quickly. Quite frequently catch the opposing side napping, move forward. Some good work here by both Lorenzo Blasuto, doing an excellent job here on Bodhorn. But Bodhorn beats him with the cross into the middle. Corsi misses on the head, comes out to challenge, and Hacken couldn't get the shot away effectively.
Good play over there by both Blasuto and our number 6, Budhorn. Blasuto had him cornered over there. He had him where he wanted him. He just didn't have any support. So when you have support, you'll be able to make it a go for the ball and realize that if the player does beat you, then there's somebody else to help you out. But where Blasuto was stuck there all alone, and he couldn't push Budhorn further to the line and cut down his area where he might be able to beat him.
Well, in any event, we're looking at a goal kick. Lilly here for the Hawks. To Vrab. Vrab in the middle, in midfield. Pushes that ball through for Salem. To Sewlyn Sage. Advantage called by the referee, but the Germans control. Played back to the keeper, Cooley. Opportunity to regroup and the clearance. Griffin-Muller for Hacken. On the far wing, no offside there. There he is. There's the man again, trying to push it through. Number 10 was offside, and if he had got back onside, it would have been a break.
For a team that seems to be so strong in the fundamentals of the game, their one glaring weakness, and it's really become a hindrance, is their inability to stay onside. They seem to be watching the ball. Number 10 saw that he was offside. It was quite obvious, and yet he didn't make any effort to move into the onside position.
I'm just wondering, John, if perhaps they call it the offside a little differently. If the argument is he wasn't interfering with the play, so it should be called. Whether they're used to a different interpretation of the offside rule and a different kind of calling by linesmen in Europe than what we're used to over here.
That may be true, but they've been caught rather frequently throughout the tournament, and by now you might think they have adjusted.
And the throw-in awarded to FC Stein. And it's interesting to see, there was a case where we had both a fullback and a forward back in a defensive position.
Same forward who was standing offside.
That's right. Coming forward, Stein once again. Hacken turns the favor. 5 coming forward. Hacken once again on the near wing. Beautiful ball through the feet there. Good skill, plays it back. Again, good skill, but look at he lays off that ball beautifully, and a beautiful, beautiful goal. Excellent teamwork.
Oh, beautiful.
Great passing there. 3 players involved. Finishing it off, I believe, was number 2, Edinger, for the team, and that's about the mark of the first half. So FC Stein leading the Sudbury Hawks 2-0.
That was just a beautiful play all around. They came up the wing. Nice 1-2 passing into the middle. Bodhorn had a nice opportunity instead of shooting at the net, where he didn't have as good as a shot at the net as the player on the wing, so he fed it off. Very unselfish play.
Well, the other thing was he attracted 3 defenders to him, so obviously somebody was going to be free. It was just a question of the skill and being able to get that ball across, and he did.
Very impressive.
And FC Stein coming forward once again. Play the ball square in the middle, push it forward. Blasuto there for the Hawks. Schwab challenged and whistled down immediately by referee Tony Cirillo. One of the things we appreciate about having Tony there is we know that this game won't get out of control.
Yes, Tony does have a fairly strict hand about things like that.
Timpano to Corsi with the long ball looking for Salem. 4 German defenders and 2 Hawks attackers. Sewlyn Sage moving on to that ball. And cleared by Schaefer of FC Stein. Back to keeper Palladino. Sewlyn Sage challenging there. Challenging Linder. Good ball through to Timpano, but there's that sweeper once again. Hansman. Threw the ball out of danger. Headed forward. Stein. Looking for the pass. Played square into the middle. Got support over on the near wing. Plays forward to number 10, Frank Hoffman.
They're in no hurry at all to get up the field. They just, you know, there's no mad rush, no mad sprint to get up the field as quickly as possible. They wait for support. They don't put themselves out of position. They put themselves in a position to receive a pass.
Well, that's one of the things I notice is how beautifully they run off the ball to get in a position to provide support for the teammate who's carrying the ball.
Yes. They open it up. They open it up. As the Sudbury Hawks, as we've seen, they try to kick the ball as far as over the defense and hope that their speed will catch up with the ball for an opportunity on net. But the sweeper is playing so far back that it's almost impossible to get it over his head.
Well, I would think that the German side would be more than familiar with kick and run soccer. Anyways, if they played any British sides, which seems to be characteristic of British sides,
Yes.
they're familiar with this style and can adapt to it fairly easily. Long ball here, good ball on the near wing. Coming forward, but off his line is keeper Palladino. Gathers that ball in, and we can see some fatigue, I think, on the face there, John, of the German forward.
There he is again.
Yep.
Offside.
Offside, he made the run. That's number 2, that's Edinger.
The referee said play on instead of calling the offside.
Well, I think he wasn't interfering with play, and
Yeah.
that was the rule. That was the interpretation. Fair enough.
My, look at that.
Beautiful, and that golden opportunity once again.
Oh, there's George. George
Turns the favor. He's got another chance. Palladino manages to grab it. 2 excellent chances there by the
Boy, that's nice to watch. That's nice to watch.
But we said at the beginning of the show, watch number 10. Well, he changed sweaters from previous games. It's now number 6. He's certainly the best player out there.
He made a beautiful move over there, beautiful cross, and then number 10 reciprocated with another beautiful cross. When you're that close to the goal, to the byline, instead of putting the ball in the air, you put a glow to the ground, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, we're getting close to the end of the first half of this Under-18 Championship, the Sudbury Hawks 6th Annual International Youth Soccer Tournament. It's FC Stein of Germany leading the Sudbury Hawks 2-0. And Stein challenging there is Timpano. Stein comes away with his ball up the wing. Edinger there into the middle. But that's Vrab coming forward. He's got some support this time. Sewlyn Sage looking for the through ball. Vrab makes the move. Pushes it through and scores. Michael Vrab at about the 43-minute mark.
Excellent play. Excellent. You've seen the German defense seem to be marking their men, and the Sudbury Hawks, the other players, the wingers, spread out the play, and they took their men with them, and that allowed
Vrab to go one-on-one with the sweeper. He beat the sweeper and beat the keeper as well.
Excellent goal, beautiful goal. Intelligent play.
Well, the Hawks making some substitutions again, keeping those fresh legs in there, John, that you mentioned earlier. And a half-time signal from referee Tony Cirillo at the present time. It's FC Stein 2, Sudbury Hawks 1. And we'll be back with more international soccer action on TV7, your community sports channel, in just a moment. Championship between FC Stein of Germany and Sudbury Hawks. FC Stein leading 2-1 as second half action just underway. Referee Cirillo has awarded a free kick to the Hawks on that challenge in the air. And I'll have to apologize to our listeners. I've been given a corrected lineup for the FC Stein team, and hopefully we'll have the names right in the second half. Meneghetti with a direct shot on goal, but the keeper, who's put on a visor to cope with the sun, gathers that ball in and clears it. Keeper is Harold Brenner. Challenge there. Salem coming forward, and referee Cirillo blows that whistle. Quickly taken free kick by Stein. Into the middle, switching the field of play. Moving forward is number 11. That's Eddinger. Losing possession, nobody there. Selwyn Sage for the Hawks. Beats his man. Coming forward, playing it to Brent Salem. Salem on the near wing. Salem looking for some support. Looking for Timpano. Timpano trying to come through, but he was obstructed there. And the referee blows that down quickly.
Should be interesting to see how the Germans can deal with the heat. They haven't substituted to this point. The first half, the players who played the first half, all 11 are the same who started the second half. And as we noted earlier, the heat may be a factor. And with a 2-1 game, it'll be pretty close.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Germans continue to play the counter-attacking style they have, or they're going to play back in defense and try and hold on to that goal lead. Ball through, but no problem there for keeper Harold Brenner. Handles the ball, throws it out on the wing to number 2. That's Martin Schwab. Schwab, one of the goal scorers in this game. Moving up the far wing, chipped forward. Lovely little ball there. Again, move forward, but Brunelli is there, gets his head to it. Into touch, and a throw into FC Stein. As I was indicating, it's 2-1 for FC Stein in this championship final. Beautiful goals, all three, John.
Oh yes, beautiful. Set up very well.
Vrab gets the foot up, and it's whistled down by referee Cirillo. And Stein for the free kick. I see number 11 is not on the field for FC Stein. Edinger's come off. Into the box. Shot from well out. Cross. Here's that shot. Oh, beautiful shot. That's Frank Hoffner.
What a goal.
Beautiful shot. At about the 4-minute mark of the second half. Up high on the inside the post.
Wow.
Not much chance for keeper Palladino there.
That's a beautiful shot. It was set up very, very nicely. There was the left winger was about on the 30 yards out, and the center he saw that he was open. He put the ball down towards the byline. He ran onto it. Perfect cross across the 18-yard box, and beautiful shot, beautiful finish.
Well, that's one of the things that I know Coach Zorbas has been commenting about in some of the senior games, the ability of Canadian teams to finish. So far the Germans haven't shown that they have that problem. When they have the chances, they seem to be able, most occasions, to put the ball in the net, or at least get a quality chance. And that, I believe, was Frank Hoffner with the goal for the German side. And we had indicated earlier that he was the man of the match, as far as we were concerned thus far.
Well,
So
he's been the best player of the tournament. Excellent fundamentals on the German side. They can bring the ball down from the air. They can control the ball on the ground. They can pass. It's a pleasure to watch.
And I see number 16. I thought I saw number 16 out there, Schutz, who I think is a substitution this half.
Well, I guess they have. They've made some substitutes, and definitely they'll need to. But the heat.
Well, I was talking to one of the German players on Sunday, and he was indicating to me that one of the problems of playing in this older age division is that most of the people that they have on the bench are 15 and some of them 14 years of age, and they feel that a 3- and 4-year age difference just in physical size is a bit much. And since they're playing in the under 18 division, it's a bit tough for them. Anthony Corsi has moved up from his fullback position for this throw-in for the Hawks. And that's off the head of number 4, Thomas Lindner. And a corner kick awarded to Sudbury Hawks. Opportunity here for Sud play. David Mildenberger going out to take this corner kick for the Hawks.
Good.
In swinger, nice and high, and the keeper gets his hand to it, pushes it over the line.
Nice kick by Mildenberger. There was David is a left-footed kicker. It was a a good crossover.
And keeper Harold Brenner got to that ball, pushed it over the line. I see he lost his visor in the process. And Sudbury Hawks setting up. Here comes the cross once again. And a shot.
Good, just off the side of the net. Excellent opportunity.
And so no serious danger, and we'll be looking at a goal kick when
looks like the ball went into the water.
Play resumes in just a moment.
Sudbury Hawks, they don't need to panic right now. The second half has just started. They have 40 minutes to score 2 goals. They've had opportunities. They had to make the most of them, as we just saw. That they missed an excellent opportunity there. They're not going to be able to miss too many more of those if they want to tie this game up and have a possible chance of winning. But they are creating chances. And as you were referring to before, it's just the inability to finish, which seems to be a constant problem with not only the Sudbury Hawks, but most Canadian teams.
Offer for Stein with the goal kick. Hopner challenge there, Hopner. And a foul, like indicated by the referee, Tony Sewlyn, against number 20 for the Hawks. That's Tony Matarazzo, excuse me. Matarazzo with the ball, coming forward. Trip to the ball. Challenged by Basuto. Getty there. Turns, coming up the near wing. Getty. Plays it in the middle. Timpano on a run. Timpano has that ball challenged by the sweeper once again, and this is number 3, Corsi Schaefer. Long ball, long clearance.
It's interesting to know when the Sudbury Hawks, they're trying to bring the ball from the midfield, the forwards.
Offside indicated by the referee.
The forwards are running away from the ball, and they're waiting for the long ball over the back 4, whereas the German team will, instead of running ahead, they'll come back to the ball on the wings, and they'll put themselves in a position to receive a pass rather than try to outrun a defensive player.
Well, that makes sense on 2 grounds. One, it's good strategy, and obviously if you're a younger, probably less strong side, and there's more speed on the other team, it's a smart thing to do. Hawks maintaining control. This is Rinelli. Rinelli looking for Brent Salem. And that's off the head of Brockmuller. Sweeper for Stein, off Salem, and cleared once again. Vrab there for the Hawks, trying to maintain control. And out comes number 6, Frank Hoffer, with the ball. Beautiful, beautiful ball control skills. Number 10, Marcus Borthorn. Long ball through. Corsi challenging there, shoulder to shoulder. That shoots, I believe. Shoots, beats his man, but Corsi recovers and concedes the corner kick.
Good play by Corsi. He hung tough there. Did an excellent job of defending. And you can see when the Germans do try to outrun the Hawks team, they just don't, because of the age difference, they just can't seem to do it. So they rely more so on ball control and their passing abilities more than speed.
Well, taking this corner will be FC Stein. Seeing the movement a little more static here than they have been. They brought number 4 forward. That's Thomas Linder, their tallest player. Salem trying to control. Basuto challenge, but Salem with the ball. Infraction indicated by referee Cirillo. That's Basuto on Thomas Bruno. And we have a free kick awarded to FC Stein. Vermueller is up. And it'll be Bert Hausman taking this free kick. Got it on the outside of the foot, John, and it took the bend to the right.
Bent the wrong way, wanted to go right instead of left.
So wasted effort there by FC Stein. We'll get back into position.
hopefully next year, because we have an international flavor to the Sudbury Hawks tournament this year, that we'll get more teams from abroad coming to the tournament next year. Certainly, the Sudbury Hawks tournament has gotten the recognition that they deserve, and the tournament is an excellent opportunity for teams to come over to Canada, to Sudbury in particular, and enjoy what we have to offer.
Mildenberger brought down hard there. Whistled down by the referee. No serious problem. And play resumes. For the Hawks, pushing the ball forward. Coming away with it, number 6. That's Hopner. Playing it forward. Corsi in a foot race. Coming and playing it across. Lovely play there on the switch. Into the middle. Cleared by the Hawks. Linder coming forward, gets his foot to it. But the Hawks once again. On the far wing, Michael Timpano. No, that's not Timpano, Meneghetti. Coming forward, challenge. And the linesman indicates an infraction there, I believe against number 3. That's Thorsten Schaefer. Brought down the Sudbury Hawks attacker, and so we'll have a Hawks free kick awarded. Mildenberger is up. Take this for the Hawks. Punched away by keeper Harold Brenner. Salem with the cross, looking for Timpano, but it's cleared away. Basuto. And back to keeper Palladino. Palladino with the clearance. Schaefer gets ahead to it. Over on the far wing. Headed into touch. Sudbury Hawks throw in. Corsi up again from his fullback position. That's my Vrab. Vrab on the far wing. Challenge there. Referee Cirillo indicates an infraction against number 4, Thomas Linder. And we'll have a Sudbury Hawks free kick. Mildenberger over once again. With the left foot. Swinging it towards the goal. Salem has it for the Hawks. Salem. Challenge. And an effective challenge. Exceeding the corner, but there's something we saw, John, in the first half. You mentioned how Corsi was left alone to defend against a FC Stein attacker. Here we saw 2 FC Stein attackers on the winger with the ball. And a push indicated by the referee, Tony Cirillo. Foul, I think, against number 13.
So we have an indirect kick from about 6 yards, 7 yards out.
And that's Bermuller. Jörg Bermuller being signaled for the push. 2 players down, as a matter of fact, on that incident.
You're mentioning the support, and it definitely makes a difference when you know that you can attack a player with the ball and know that if he does beat you, he has someone else to beat, and more so than not, the second defender will get the ball.
And I believe we have, I'm not sure whether this is a direct or an indirect kick.
You can't miss this opportunity.
Indirect kick. Oh. And there's the goal by the Hawks at about the 15-minute mark, perhaps a wee bit earlier. And I'm not sure who scored that, John, but for the Hawks at about the 15-minute mark in the second half, second goal, and we'll get the goal scorer for you as quickly as we can.
I think it was number 9.
Well, if it's number 9, that would be Brent Salem. And Brent was a player who was challenged by the 2 Stein defenders. So the Sudbury Hawks are back in this, John. You mentioned that they exercised some patience and took advantage of their opportunities. 3-2 now, FC Stein against the Hawks. About 30 minutes left in the second half, so lots of time.
Well, they couldn't miss an opportunity like that. That's what they have to do. They have to capitalize on all of them. FC Stein should remember that they're still ahead here. There's no reason to panic. And I don't think they will.
They seem to play the same style of play no matter what's happening.
Very methodical.
Meneghetti, but Linder there. Play on, says the referee on that handball.
Look how far back that sweeper is playing, taking no chances.
He's big and strong. Certainly fairly good in the air, but
That's what they need. You don't necessarily need good ball control. You just need strength in the air and just ability to kick the ball out, clear the zone.
Houseman playing it over in the far wing. Stein coming forward, moving across the field. Fraction indicated by referee Cirillo. You see that the two tallest players on the Stein team playing back. So as the rest of the team sets up for this free kick. Now we're seeing some movement off the ball, but again, I'm beginning to wonder. Direct kick, chip forward, lovely play. Palladino hammered.
Yeah, he took him out.
And
Direct kick again.
the official has indicated that, and I'm afraid here that Houseman has been hurt. The referee is certainly the star player for Stein, Brent Houseman. Two officials off the bench, 3 now, to make sure he isn't seriously injured.
Palladino didn't have much of an opportunity to get the ball. I guess if he did play the player, he would have had an open net. So it was, in a sense, a wise move.
Dangerous play. Houseman seems to be all right. The interesting thing about this, I think, John, is the way they took that set play. They played the chip over the wall and let the player run onto it instead of the blast on the net or off the wall.
It appeared they were lining up. Oh, it's a penalty shot.
The referee has awarded a penalty shot here to FC Stein.
Well, we know the Germans, when it comes to penalty shots, I think the good fundamentals of the game that they don't miss on many of these.
Looks like it'll be taken by their captain and sweeper, it's Conrad Hofer.
Palladino is a good goalie. He should be interesting.
And the linesmen are in position to ensure that the keeper doesn't move before the ball is struck. The referee is indicating his instructions, keeping players out of the penalty area. One thing you'll find is that the Germans will move in on the shot. Beautiful shot. Good goal. Top right corner once again on Palladino. Hofer for the FC Stein, restoring the 2-goal lead. That's at about the 20-minute mark.
Well, Palladino guessed right on it, but it's just if you guess right, no matter when you have a tremendous shot right in the corner, there's not much chance for the goalie. But he did guess right. He's going in the right direction.
Mike, keep quiet, Mike.
Well, if you're going to take a penalty kick, that's the way to take it. Is a hard shot on the net. And normally, if I remember, John, the coaches try and tell players to keep the ball low because it's tougher for the goalie to get down. But when you've got that kind of velocity on the ball, if you're reasonably accurate, it's not going to be stopped unless you're. It's not going to be stopped. Period.
Yeah. Again, a tremendous display of fundamentals on the German team.
Mildenberger on the far side. Crossed into the middle, looking for Timpano or Salem. Keeper's off his line. No problem. Harold Brenner there. Clearing it out to number 9. Hacken. Out here to number 11. Kettinger. Kettinger recovers. And Hacken once again moving forward. Lovely ball here. Played to number 6. That's Frank Hopner. Beautiful ball control skills. Coming forward off the outside of his foot. Cross into the middle. Palladino cuts it out nicely. No danger there. Good play. Hopner, I think, is hurting. John, he's been flattened a couple of times. Moving back pretty slowly and limping a wee bit. And kicked into touch by Thomas Linder there for FC Stein.
The better players tend to get the ball more, and therefore, because they're so good, they eventually suffer some hard tackles. Oh.
And referee Cirillo whistles down another infraction.
Clipped the back of his foot.
Hawks getting a little, I think, perturbed. We've got about 20 minutes left, 25 minutes in this second half of this international soccer match. The final game, championship game, the under-18 finals between Sudbury Hawks and FC Stein. Coming forward there, but cleared by the captain and keeper. Pushed forward, keeper off his line, controls that ball. Kick, he could have been called, and in fact the linesman has indicated he was outside the 18-yard box when he let that ball go. No question about it. The Harold Brenner is protesting, but I saw it, you saw it, and more importantly the linesman saw it and brought it to the referee's attention. I believe that's happened in one other game. But I must be fair, at Queen's Athletic Field you have both the soccer lines and the football lines, and it can be a little confusing to somebody who's never seen North American football markings on the field.
That's true.
But there's no excuse in this field apart from the fact that we're missing a little bit of grass in that area. And so we have an indirect kick. Referee Cirillo is ensuring that the German side is 10 yards back.
Cirillo's done a good job in this game. He's done a very good job in calling the game, controlling it.
Shot high and wide of the net. And the ball is over in the other field of play. Fortunately, the referee over there, Joey Presta, is
alert as usual.
And so we'll be getting play underway in just a moment. In fact, they've got a replacement ball. Michael Vrab comes forward, raise it back. Good challenge there. And once again, Stein plays it square, looking for support, moving to the far wing. Off the head, nice control, shielding the ball well, but Mildenberger comes, no. Referee Cirillo indicates an infraction from behind by the Sudbury Hawks player, and a free kick awarded to FC Stein.
It's interesting to note that the basic control differences between the two teams. The FC Stein team, when the ball is in the air, when it's bouncing, they seem to be able to take the ball down quicker, and when they do take it down, the ball is closer to their body so that they can control it, whereas the Sudbury Hawks seem to lose control of the ball at times because they don't have, because the ball is bouncing and hits a knee or something, it gets away from 5 or 6 yards, and then an FC Stein player is able to react to that and take the ball away.
Well, referee Cirillo indicates a push there by Menenghetti on Bruno Thomas, and we'll have another free kick awarded to FC Stein.
Number 8 for FC Stein seems to be taking all their free kicks.
That's Hausman.
Looks like we have a shot here.
Opportunity, we'll see if he'll take the opportunity to bend the ball. No, it's a shot through, not much power on it, but that was Frank Hoppner again. I think the Hawks, like we, thought that Hausman was going to take it. Hoppner stepped in and took the shot on goal.
Oh, that's a push.
And a push there, but play on. Then Hoppner once again indicating his back heels beautifully. Hausman with the left foot. Oh, an excellent defensive play there. And again, FC Stein looking for the cross. Mildenberger there conceding the corner kick.
A little bit of fancy footwork there by
number 6, I believe. Once again, that's Frank Hoppner.
Frank Hoppner.
Backheeling at this time to Hausman. Hausman with a good scoring opportunity, but effectively blocked by one of the Hawks
Good
fullbacks.
defensive play by the Hawks fullback. Is in good position.
In the end, we'll be looking at this corner. I think Hausman is left-footed. An outswinger. No, he can bend that ball, so he can kick it on the outside. He can actually kick a corner kick, either in-swinger or outswinger, with the one foot. But this time, again, on the outside, it bent too far away, and largely a wasted ball, with the Hawks having the goal kick here. Ranelli.
So we have some substitutes on FC Stein.
Bringing on some fresh legs. I don't know whether at this point in the game they think a 2-goal margin is enough, or whether everybody plays equally well on this team. It doesn't make much difference, other than the size issue.
There's an example of what I was speaking of earlier. Try to kick the ball over the defense, try to run onto it, where didn't wait for support, didn't wait for help. The forwards are running away from the player rather than running to the player trying to get the ball. And that seems to be all the difference in this game.
As we have another FC Stein player down, appears to be in some pain. The FC Stein team just kicked the ball into touch so that the referee would blow the whistle and allow some attention for this player. Looks like he's holding his ankle or his shin. And that's Houseman, the gentleman we talked about earlier with two excellent opportunities. Kicking the ball on the outside of the foot, and he's coming off. One of the things that I do notice, you notice how quickly he recovers, and I find this a little more common with the European players.
Yeah.
You think they're dead out there, and you're ready to call the Undertaker, and the next thing you know, they're doing 100 yards at 10 flat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Part of the time makes a fair bit of sense because it doesn't give the defense an opportunity to get set.
Yes, they take advantage of the opportunities. You don't really expect them to take those quick free kicks, and they have no qualms about it whatsoever. The man is open, he's 5 yards away, give him the ball, and let's proceed.
Brent Salem for the Hawks on this free kick. Referee indicating that he's not too happy with the behavior of Matarazzo there.
With the headband.
That's the gentleman. Salem. Long free kick. Corsi gets ahead to it, but harmlessly into touch.
It seems as if the heat is taking its toll on both teams here. The play is slowed down quite a bit, and
well, would that favor the ball control team over the run and gun team, John?
certainly would. They don't have to do as much running when they have possession of the ball. The players come back, and they don't expect There's not players running down the field 20, 25-yard sprints trying to outrun the defense. The German team make 5-yard sprints one way and come back the other. They lose their man and they come back for the ball.
Basuto there. Clears, but Hausman. And Ranelli there for the Hawks. And almost, I think the ball got picked up by a pickup going by on Paris Street. And we have Fan going over to try and recover the ball. Another ball being put into play. Stein with a little chip here. Hausman with the ball, playing it forward. Challenged by Corsi. Corsi's played extremely well on defense. And an infraction. No, play on, says the referee. Beautiful ball through, looking for the head here, and into the corner. A lovely, lovely goal.
That's beautiful. Excellent finish.
That's a gorgeous goal. Lovely cross. No one on that side, and I believe that's number 3. That's Thorsten Schaefer. And that puts FC Stein, I think, safely out of danger here at about the 30-35 minute mark.
That was an excellent finish by the German player. He just it takes a bit of again, good at the fundamentals. You don't head it straight on. You head it off to the side of your head. He had it just went off the side of his head right in the corner of the net. Beautiful play all around. Excellent finish. Excellent development. Very impressive. The German team has really come into their own in this game. When their first game that they played, they lost. Or rather, the first loss of the tournament was against this very same Sudbury Hawks. But they've settled down. They've taken control of the game, and they're playing, I guess, up to their capabilities from what we've seen through the tournament, and they've been impressive.
Well, I think they're probably a little more rested than they were on Saturday when they started. And
looks like we have an ejection here, Bob.
Yes, I think that's young Mr. Corsi being sent off by referee Cirillo. I assume it has something to do with some comment that...
after the goal, he attempted to go after a German player, and he was held back by one of his teammates. That's unnecessary, really. The game has been rather controlled, and there hasn't been much rough play.
It's unfortunate, too, because I thought that Corsi was one of the strongest players the Hawks had on the field.
Played an excellent game. There was really no provocation for being sent off like that. Now, team's down 5-2. You need all your players when you're in a game like this.
The referee is explaining the red card infraction to Tony Baffici, the coach of the Sudbury Hawks, and we'll be resuming play in just a second. And play is underway. Timpano. Michael Timpano coming forward for the Hawks. Back heels it to Meneghetti. Meneghetti chips forward for Salem, gets ahead to it. Hausman once again challenged by Mildenberger. Here's our goal scorer. Bart Schwab into the middle. Back to Schwab. Number 12 is out there now. That's Andreas Naurat. He looks like he's about 12 years old, just in terms of size. As Lorenzo Basuto comes forward. Hausman on him. To Selwyn Sage. Sage on the far wing. Little in the way of support. Good challenge there. And there's Hausman on the return. Player down for the FC Stein team. Keeper puts it into touch. We get a whistle and an opportunity to attend to the injured player. And it looked like Sage got it from behind, perhaps on the tendon there. I'm sure it was accidental, but nonetheless, goes hurt. Player's up. A little bit of a stretch. I believe that's number 4, Thomas Linder, one of the tallest players on their team, but it might be number 13, Bermuller. Yes, it is Bermuller. He seems to be all right. Once again, a miraculous recovery. Shaking hands with Selwyn Sage. No harm done. And Hawks on the throw-in. Ranelli for the Hawks, coming forward, shielding the ball.
She's
Challenge there, pushes it forward, get ahead to it. Oh, and Vrab getting a little excited. No danger. People maintaining their tempers, and that's the way it should be. Headed forward. Getty trying to get it to Timpano. Timpano coming forward, but over the net.
Good attempt there.
Getty headed that ball in a good position there for the Hawks. But over the goal, no danger. Ultimately on that opportunity. And the linesman indicates another substitution for the Hawks. That's Lorenzo Blasuto coming off. And we'll be underway in just a second as Conrad Hopper with the goal kick. Looking to, I think, player of the match, player of the tournament. Houseman to number 6, Frank Hopner. Hopner demonstrated beautiful ball control skills, excellent field sense.
Oh yes. Good intelligence about the game. Good sound fundamentally all around. Very impressive player. Done very well in this tournament.
And Meneghetti back. Trying to maintain control, look for support, chips, and it's off Ranelli. And we'll have a corner kick to be taken by FC Stein.
Chipped over the ball a little there. He would have had a better opportunity to cross the ball.
Well, we're at about the 40-minute mark with FC Stein leading the Sudbury Hawks 5-2 in this under-18 championship. Short corner. Played out, the Hawks are trying to come out on the offside trap. Houseman, who's got the shot, comes through. Oh, off the outside of the post.
Wonderful play again, wonderful play there. The Hawks got caught a little off guard there in the short corner. Excellent build-up. They don't, the difference, the main difference I see is that whereas the Hawks team is trying to cross into the middle, the German team seems to be satisfied to put the ball back to the 18, to let the player who's a little back from the play, who's not so crowded by players, give him an opportunity to shoot a goal, and that's worked well throughout the game.
And they have the ability to crank that ball from outside, and it pays off. And again, Stein beating the Hawks to the ball there, but Meneghetti to Salem. No, that was Vrab to Salem. Salem coming forward. Salem looking for Sewlyn Sage. Timpano. On the near wing, Meneghetti looking for somebody in the middle. And there's that sweeper again, getting his head to the ball, clearing it out to Hopner. Hopner moving forward for Stein.
4 on 3.
4 on 3, look, oh, and Ranelli just laid him out. And yellow card indicated by the referee on Ranelli. Hopner, some pain. Hopper tried to beat the man, set the ball by him.
Did an excellent job of beating the man.
It's unfortunate we see this kind of physical action. It's not necessary. And hopefully this isn't a serious problem, because Hopper has been by far, in my judgment, John, and I think you'd agree, by far the very best player in this game.
Excellent player. Looks like he's going to be limping off.
And
that's too bad.
well, as I say, hopefully it's not too serious.
The German team, all around there, they're very sound fundamentally, and they don't get upset by plays like that, and they're not really an aggressive team, but they let their fundamentals speak for themselves, and they don't need to be rough.
Well, I suppose that's one of the when you've got the skills and you've got the discipline, the other part you don't need nearly as much. Little push on Sage, and Sage coming forward, and Sage can fly. He can beat his man. Sweeper is there, gives time to support. Sage makes the shot, but
excellent play by Sage. Excellent speed. He beat the sweeper.
but I guess to be fair, I think too you can say the sweeper held up Sewlyn enough to get some support back. Play back. Edinger on the wing. Played into the middle. Another substitution there. That's number 15, Marco Bruner. Back to the keeper. Out to Houseman. Houseman on the far wing, into touch, and we'll have a throw-in for the Hawks. Vrab. Sage. Off Sage, and a goal kick indicated by linesman Shrekel Bubalo.
I'm impressed by Sage's work ethic. He never quits. He goes after the ball, and he never stops. He continues on and continues on. Good.
Well, we should be in the last few minutes of play. On the far wing. Cleared forward. Challenging there is number 12. That's Andreas Naurut, the smallest player on the field at the present time. For FC Stein, it comes back to number 13. That's Bermuller. And a goal kick indicated. He shielded that ball quite well, didn't allow Sage to get at it, went over the goal line, and a goal kick taken quickly.
Well, the heat is certainly taking its toll now. You can see the game is very slow, and
well, it'll be interesting to see if, again, we've got some support here. Houseman is up, and referee Tony Cirillo indicates that that's the end of the game. The score, FC Stein 5, Sudbury Hawks 2 in this under-18 championships from the 6th annual Sudbury Hawks Youth Tournament. I'm Bob Sigsworth, and I'd like to thank my color commentator John Walsh for helping me out here. And I'd like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching international soccer on TV7, your community sports network. Thank you and good day.